Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. I am Muhammad Yasin. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School, Taif. This class is for the students of grade 8. We are going to do chapter 2 today, and this is our 30th video in this class. After today's lesson, we shall be able to write a dialogue between a teacher and a student. We shall be able to do translation given on pages 69 and 70. Then after that, we shall do some exercises of chapter 2. Let us start from the dialogue. This dialogue is given on page number 28 of your book of English grammar and composition. There are some other dialogues also. This is the first one. Let us read this dialogue. This is between a teacher and a student. Our teacher is saying, "Hello, Fozia." Here you can write a boy's name. That will be okay. It is written here as it is in your book. You are a bit late today, Fozia. Yes, madam, I am sorry. Teacher, well, what happened? Fozia says, the school bus was right on schedule. It was about to cross the canal bridge when it came to a halt with jerk. The tire had gone flat. Teacher, I see it's none of your fault then. Fozia, one thing more. Madam, the driver had no jack with him. He waved to other vehicles, but they would not stop. Nobody seemed willing to oblige at this rush hour. Teacher, well, what did you do then? You came by another bus, didn't you? Fozia, no, madam. We left the bus where it was and walked up to school all the way. Teacher, well done. You are a brave girl indeed. Now, girls, let us get going with our lesson. Yes, students. This lesson is for the boys and girls. For the girls, it will be as it is written here. And for the boys, you can change the name. Instead of Fozia, you can write a boy's name. And instead of madam, you can write sir, as you like. Okay, now we are going to start translation. This translation is given in your book. Book page number is 69. This is our first lesson of translation. Let us see what we are taught here. We are going to learn about use of introductory it and their. It and their. Read these sentences. It is 7 o'clock. It rained yesterday. In these two sentences, you can see it is used. Sentence number 3, there are 10 boys in the class. There were no flowers in the garden. What are we taught here in fact? Here is written, it is 7 o'clock. When we translate it into Urdu, we shall say, 7 बजे हैं. It rained yesterday. कल बारिश हुई थी. In our Urdu translation, we do not translate it. हम ये नहीं कहेंगे कि ये 7 बजे हैं। हम ये नहीं कहेंगे कि ये कल बारिश हुई थी। इसी तरह जब हम सेंटेंस नंबर 3 को ट्रांसलेट करेंगे, देयर आर 10 बॉयज इन द क्लास, क्लास में 10 बच्चे हैं। हम ये नहीं कहेंगे वहाँ क्लास में 10 बच्चे हैं। तो यहाँ से हम क्या समझे कि ये इट और देयर इंट्रोडक्टरी हैं, ये उर्दू ट्रांसलेशन में इनका तर्जमा नहीं होता। यही बात यहाँ वाज़े की गई है कि जब हम उन्हीं सेंटेंसेस का तर्जमा करते हैं तो हम कहते हैं अब 7 बजे हैं। हम ये नहीं कहते ये 7 बजे हैं। इट एंड देयर इज नॉट ट्रांसलेटेड। अब 7 बजे हैं, हम ये नहीं कहेंगे ये अब 7 बजे हैं। कमरे में 10 लड़के हैं, हम नहीं कहेंगे वहाँ कमरे में 10 लड़के हैं। तो यहाँ से हमने क्या सीखा कि इट एंड देयर आर इंट्रोडक्टरी, they are not translated into Urdu. ये फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज है ट्रांसलेशन के लिए। आपने पेपर पैटर्न देखा है, पेपर पैटर्न में ट्रांसलेशन का सवाल आपने देखा है, आपके एग्जाम में ट्रांसलेशन आएगी। तो हम ट्रांसलेशन सीखेंगे कि ये कैसे होती है। ये फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज है जो पेज नंबर 70 पर दी गई है। आज सख्त गर्मी है, इट इज़ वेरी हॉट टुडे। शाम हो गई, इट इज़ इवनिंग। मेज़ पर कोई किताब नहीं है, देयर इज़ नो बुक ऑन द टेबल। This there is not translated into Urdu. क्या खेल के मैदान में कोई खिलाड़ी है? Is there any player in the playground? क्या इस तालाब में मछलियां नहीं हैं? Are there no fish in the pond? पानी में बहुत से मेंढक थे। मेंढक is translated here in your vocabulary list also. पानी में बहुत से मेंढक थे। There were many frogs in the pond. प्लेटफॉर्म पर कोई मुसाफिर ना था। There was no passenger on the platform. Sometimes we pronounce it as platform. That is wrong. Its correct pronunciation is platform. Platform, passenger. Platform, passenger. प्लेटफॉर्म पर कोई मुसाफिर ना था। There was no passenger on the platform. खेत में कितने मवेशी थे? How many cattle were there in the field? टोकरी में कुछ सेब हैं। There are some apples in the basket. दरिया के किनारे 4 कश्तियां थीं। There were 4 boats on the bank of the river. मकान में कोई ना था। There was nobody in the house. संदूक में नए कपड़े नहीं हैं। There are not new clothes in the box. छत पर कौन है? Who is there on the roof? क्या ओले पड़ रहे हैं? Hailstorm is a storm in which it is hailing. तो क्या ओले पड़ रहे हैं का तर्जमा हम करेंगे Is it hailing? Hail is a verb Hailstorm is a noun. We shall use hail as a verb here. क्या ओले पड़ रहे हैं? Is it hailing? पिंजरे में शेर ना था. The lion was not in the cage. Dear students, this was first exercise of translation. Let us move to the second one. हमारे बाग में बहुत से आम के दरख्त थे. There were many mango trees in our garden. हाल में कितने उम्मीदवार थे? Translation of उम्मीदवार is given here. This number 1 shows that it is given here in number 1. उम्मीदवार, candidates. How many candidates were there in the hall? दफ्तर में चपड़ासी क्यों नहीं? चपड़ासी, peon. It is given here also. Why there is no peon in the office? क्या डाकिये के थैले में चिट्ठियां ना थीं? Were there no letters in the bag of the postman? क्या जग में थोड़ा सा दूध है? Is there a little milk in the jug? आज मतला अब्र आलूद है. Number 3 translation, अब्र आलूद is given here, cloudy. It is cloudy today. Okay, number 6. We have done number 7. क्या बाहर तेज हवा चल रही है? Is the wind blowing hard outside? कल मौसम बहुत सुहाना था. It was pleasant yesterday. पर्चा हल करने में तकरीबन 3 घंटे लगेंगे. Number 6 translation is given. लगेंगे, take. It will take 3 hours to solve the paper. अब पछताए क्या होत जब चिड़ियां चुग गईं खेत. It is useless to cry over spilt milk. ये सफेद झूठ है. White lie. It is white lie. सफेद झूठ, साफ पता चले जिससे कि ये बात गलत है. वो मेरा ही भाई था जिसने इनाम हासिल किया. Number 9 translation is given, prize. He was my brother who got the prize. You can say who received the prize. Who got the prize is okay also. हवाई अड्डे पर कितने हवाई जहाज थे? How many aeroplanes were there on the airport? सड़क के किनारे कोई दरख्त ना था. There was no tree along the road. There was no tree along the road. Dear students, we have completed second exercise of translation. Now we shall move to the lesson. We have started unit 2 of our book. We have read the passage. We have answered the questions also. Now we shall start its vocabulary section. In our vocabulary section, we are said to guess the meaning of the following words. We are going to do page number 16. We are said to guess the meaning, and then we are said to confirm the meaning from the dictionary. First of all, here we shall write the meaning which we think should be of these words. Then we shall check the dictionary and write the meaning in this column. Let us do this question. You will guess the meaning right here. your guessed meaning by yourself. I shall give you the meaning which is over there in the dictionary. Dictionary meaning of conservation is protection. Instance means example. Fidelity means loyalty. Shield means protection cover or protecting cover. Reward means prize. This is dictionary meaning. You will write your guessed meaning by yourself, and this will be dictionary meaning. Dear students, this is the next exercise. In this exercise, we are said to make as many words as we can from these root words. For example, work is a root word. We can say workplace. In the same way, we shall make more words here by using work. In the same way, we shall use play and make as many words as we can. For example, from play we can say playground. Let us do this exercise. I have written some words by using work. We can say work hard, workshop, work together, worker, worksheet, work permit. In the same way, by using play, we can use the following words: playground, player, playgroup, playbook, playful, playmate. This is the exercise to do as we have done it. Let us move forward. Dear students, here are some words. We are said to use them in our own sentences. Sacrifice. You can make any sentence to use sacrifice. I have given a few sentences here just as samples, but it is not compulsory, it is not necessary to prepare these sentences. You can make your own sentences, but to memorize, to prepare yourself to use these words in your own sentences is important. This is compulsory. You can use these sentences or you can use your own sentences, but you should know the sentences. A patriot is always ready to sacrifice when need arises. Commendable. Patriotism is a commendable quality. Prosperity. Hard work is necessary to protect our prosperity. Invasion. Our army is always ready to face foreign invasions. Motherland. We love our motherland, Pakistan. Responsible. We are responsible for the progress of our country. Nationalism. Muslims believe in Islamic brotherhood instead of nationalism. Yes, students, now we shall move forward, and if we look here, this section is related to dictionary. This is dictionary skills. What are we said here? We are told here about consonants. We should know what are consonants. Dear students, you have learned alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, G up to Z. They are alphabets. They are divided into two parts. One part is called consonant and the other part is called vowel. You know vowels, A, E, I, O, U. They are called vowels, and all other letters in alphabet are called consonants. All the letters in alphabet other than vowels are called consonants. They are given P, H, T, D, K, G. They are called consonants. A, E, I, O, U are called vowels. Here is a new word, that is diphthongs. diphthongs. This is something new for you. I shall try to guide you to understand what are diphthongs. This is new for you. You try to understand. Hopefully, you will get some idea of diphthongs. Though to study in detail is not in your syllabus, but as it is mentioned here, I want to give you some basic idea of diphthongs. Let us try to understand. Diphthongs in American English, same are there in British English also. How many diphthongs are there? Some people say they are 8 and some other people say they are 10. Anyway, it is important to understand what they are. The rule of thumb is if the sound moves, it is a diphthong. If it is static, it is a monophthong. Monophthong is vowel. Vowels are called monophthong also. Each of the following diphthong is represented by its phonetic symbol. This is the first diphthong. You can see here. This is the first diphthong. Here, if you try to understand what is diphthong and what is vowel, we could not clarify until now. Okay, let us try to understand what is the difference between a vowel and a diphthong. What is written here? If the sound moves, if the sound moves, it is a diphthong. If it is static, it is a monophthong or vowel. Now we don't know what is static sound and what is moving sound. First of all, we should know what is static sound and what is moving sound. If it is static sound, it will be vowel, and if it is moving sound, it will be diphthong. Okay. Let us try to understand by taking some examples. Here you can say the word is written crime, like, lime. Okay. Crime. If you focus on the word crime, crime, what are the sounds used to produce this word crime? When we say crime, first sound is k sound, second sound is r sound, third sound is I, crime, third sound is I. Yes. If we write here the word bit, B-I-T, bit, I is used in bit, I is used in crime. But here I is giving the sound I, cry. I is giving I sound. This I sound is moving sound. But when we say bit after B, there is static sound. When we say bit after B, there is E sound, bit. That is static, that is not moving. But in crime, after R, the sound is I. This is moving. This is starting from A and goes to E. I. Like, After L, there is moving sound. Like, lime. After L, there is moving sound. Moving sound means it does not stay at one position. It starts from one position and moves towards the other position. Lie, between L and M, between L and M sound, there is I sound. It is starting from A going towards E. Lie, lime, lime. The sound between L and M is moving from one position to the other position. That is why this is called diphthong sound. When the sound does not move between consonants, that is vowel sound, that is also called monophthong. And if the sound is moving, that is called diphthong sound. There are some other diphthongs also. Here, crime. If you look here, crime, after K and R, the symbol is given AI. This is the same symbol. You will find it in the dictionary also. And this AI is to represent the sound I, cry. This is diphthong. This AI is diphthong, and this is representing a sound that is I, cry, crime. I think you have got some idea. This is a totally new thing for you. This is for the first time you try to understand. It will be discussed in detail in your higher classes. To discuss in detail is not part of your syllabus. I am trying to give you some basic idea. This is the other diphthong, and this diphthong gives break, rain, wait. I think it is clear. This is the next diphthong, slow, moan, do. This gives the sound that we use in these words. This is the next diphthong. More diphthongs are here. This is the diphthong that gives the sound like brown. After R, we say brown. Ow. This ow is given by this diphthong. I think you can understand now. This is given this diphthong. All the diphthongs give vowels or give sound of two vowels. When two vowels join to give one sound, they are called diphthong. What is this diphthong? This diphthong give the sound layer, layer. You can see the sound between L and R. It is moving from one position to the other position. Okay. This is the next diphthong. This diphthong will give you the sound beer, near, peer. You can see the sound of P and R. The sound is moving, peer, ear. That is moving sound, and it is called diphthong. This diphthong will give you the sound oil. You can see oil before L, the sound is moving, oe, oe. That is given by this diphthong. In the same way here, there are some examples. Lure, pure. After P, after pa sound, the sound is moving. That is given by this diphthong. I think you have got some idea of diphthongs. It will help you in your higher classes to understand. This is the exercise. In this exercise, we are said to give pronunciation of the following words with the help of pronunciation key in your dictionary. In our dictionary, we can find pronunciation of each word. I have given here, for example, patriot. If you look at the patriot, The diphthong between p and t is mentioned here. It will be pronounced as patriot, sacrifice. After s there is diphthong. After r this is vowel. After f there is diphthong, sacrifice. Identity, the first is I, this I is diphthong, identity. Strength, instances, foreign, concerns. Yes, students, I think you have got some idea of diphthong. Yes, students, that is all from our today's lesson. In your homework, you will learn and write the dialogue that we did in our today's lesson, the dialogue between a teacher and a student. After that, you will write translation. 2 paragraphs we did today, you will write them in your notebook. And then you will do the exercises of chapter 2 which we did today. You will do it in your notebook. That will be your homework. That is all from our today's lesson. See you later in a new lesson. Goodbye.